Hi everyone, welcome back to Farthest Frontier and the Ultimate Rebuild Challenge. As a reminder, we are trying to rebuild a town that originally had about 1,000 citizens. It was actually me who ruined it by not playing the game, and it eventually got to less than 300 citizens. Now we're back to 550 roughly, and we have most of the economy rebuilt, so it's really just about giving the town enough time to increase its population. Now I think it'll become highly repetitive because, as I said, most of the buildings are already built, and the only thing we need to do is trading and then defending against raiders and invading armies. So for today, what I'll do will probably focus on three things. First of all, we'll get the luxury production fully built, including some extra new buildings, the library that's finished already, and then paper production, and then the guild's hall, and I think book production as well. Here we go, yeah, that's the book binder. So that's one area. Then the second area that I'll focus on will be continuation of the landscaping for the castle. So this town has got formidable defenses. On the north we already have a castle. By castle I mean this sort of collection of buildings, a fort, towers, and some basic storage. So that is quite protected. However, on this southeastern side there is nothing, and the raiders often come from this lake area. So the plan is on this elevated position to build another castle, make it inaccessible apart from some narrow path which will be well covered by a fort. And I think the third sort of area of focus today is clay. So the only clay left on the whole map is here in this southeastern area. There is 3 very decent deposits. So I have to build a road, clear the wolf den, and make sure I start mining or collecting the clay here. It's also a very rich area in terms of stone, so I think this will be like a very resource heavy area. In order for this video not becoming too boring, I'll try to speed up the game and the video whenever possible. So I'll no longer explain the trading. It's all the same. It's been the same for the past several episodes. The only thing that I really require is the medicine or medicinal roots. Otherwise, this town has got plenty of resources. Everything else. So you'll probably, on this video, I'll slow it down only when something significant happens and during the raids and invading armies. I don't expect a raid this year yet. It's the year 229, and that's because last year we had an invading army. So it's highly unlikely that we would get a raid this year. I'll bump up the defenses a little bit just in case, but I don't think the raid will happen. So let's start. Enjoy the video, and I'll speed it up. If something significant happens, I'll slow it down again. It's the year 230 and we have the first trader of the season. Now, there's been a couple of changes in the past year. I was correct. There was no raid, so a peaceful year. And we managed to build the paper mill. It actually doesn't require wood, but it requires flax in order to produce paper. Then we have a bookbinding shop. So far no books produced, and in the previous years we completed the library. So once I actually have some books, I'll assign a librarian into this building. So you can see happiness extremely high level. The only thing we could improve a little bit is the spirituality, and I am planning to upgrade the temple, so hopefully the spirituality will rise after that. Now, as far as the landscaping project goes, we moved a little bit, but that will be still a lot of seasons before we actually have a slope steep enough that we'll be able to build an inaccessible castle here at the top. So I'll continue with the landscaping. There we go. I also started from the other side, but because this is further away from the town, the workers have longer route to come here, so it will take even longer from this side. Now, as I mentioned, the first merchant of the season has arrived, so it's time to bump up the defenses. We'll most likely have raiders this year, so I'm gonna put a lot of soldiers in each of the forts. There we go. Now, after assigning the soldiers, I've got only 27 laborers left. That'll have to do. It's not optimal. It was the same in the previous episodes. I'm still lacking labor, but it was much worse back then. You know, I struggled to even get 10-20 laborers, so this will have to do for now. One more thing here before I speed the game up. I'll have to get rid of the wolf den, but I think I'll wait for winter with that. I need the soldiers in the forts to defend the town should a raid come. Here we go, that's the soldiers. And that's the first raid. Let's have a look where they are coming from. Or from the area of the castle. The trouble is they have a lot of rams, so they'll be probably able to get up pretty quickly through the 3 gates. Now I'm gonna pause the game for a moment. I'm gonna double check that they are all coming from this side. It looks like there's 2 groups. Let's have a look. That's because I'm going to leave part of the town undefended. So I want to make... Oh, here we go. Look, there is actually a couple of them coming from this direction. That was a good idea to double check. Okay, so I have a feeling these guys will go straight to this fort, and that's pretty well defended. There's 8 soldiers in it. This one, I'm gonna get a lot more soldiers. This one is already injured. No, that's not a good idea. Let's see if we can do it another way. No, that doesn't seem to work. I don't know how to get rid of this particular one. Okay. Now, that's not a good time to do experiments. Okay. That should be decent enough force. Let's see how it goes. $138 raiders attacking. Now there is a soldier coming up to the castle. I wonder if he can manage to deal a couple of blows to the rams. I wonder if they attack him or not. Alright, a little bit. No, I think I'll have to let him go inside the castle. These are still collecting weapons. I think I was a little bit too late. So only 5 raiders have been killed so far. They are already up the castle. That was really quick. So only 31 raiders have been killed so far. Oh, these are retreating already. That was lucky. So I'm not sure what is happening. Maybe... Yeah, not sure how come they are retreating that quickly. Maybe the game somehow detects that they would get trapped on the route back. I'm not sure. Even with that, they still managed to destroy the market. Here is the result of the raid. 75 raiders killed, but I lost 7 villagers. And I lost 5 weapons and 15 heavy weapons. So I wonder if that's why they left. Because they managed to pillage some weapons. It's kind of unusual. Normally they wouldn't start leaving when only half of them had been killed. Strange, I survived. It wasn't a stellar defense, but it's sort of okay. I'll continue with the growth and with the landscaping project. Year 231. So based on the experience from the last year, I'm gonna bump up the defenses properly this time. Oh, we don't actually have... Oh, never checked this. We don't have the gates repaired yet. I'll have to mark this as a priority. So how many soldiers do we have here? 1, 12. I'll add maybe even 2 more. Now the question is, do we have any laborers left? Yes, about 30. That's not bad. Now I hope I'll manage to get all the soldiers equipped this time. We have plenty of weapons in stock. We have plenty of crossbows, that's good. And we also have plenty of plate armor. Okay, apart from that, I'll give you the latest update. So the paper industry is fully working. Let's see, yeah, we produced 2 books. Now the library is not working though. The guy is organizing bookshelves, but he doesn't have any books left. That is strange. Maybe the books haven't been transferred yet. Oh, there was a poor bloke just collapsed on the street. Are you alright, mate? I'm not sure what happened. If he's ill or something, he collapsed, then he jumped up and now he's just running away. Alright, strange. Now, let's do the trading. He would like to get candles. I don't have that many. Glassware, I don't have any. I'm actually producing medicine, so I think I'll sell him some. I think I'll also sell him a couple of swords. I'm not selling iron though. Oh, I see, he's not selling swords. Sorry, he's not buying swords, he's selling them. Okay, that's pointless then. I think I'll buy a little bit of fish though. I only have 4 months worth of food supply. It looks like we are going to have another peaceful year. So no raid this year. I don't think it's coming. We are past the past half the year. Time to let the soldiers go. I hope it's not a mistake. Look at the temple. Beautiful, isn't it? Let's see if we can assign another artifact. So we've got the Eye of the Hunter. Bows, crossbows and towers deal 15% more damage. Now let's have a look at the guild hall as well. So we've got the woodworkers bonus at the moment. And I'll probably assign something else because we've got plenty of wood production and it's quite efficient. I'm thinking about metallurgy. Yeah, that sounds good. Industry involved in the production of heavy tools, gold ingots, iron ingots and tools. Book-wise, three books produced last year. We are rapidly running out of clay. The original stock was over 1000, now we are less than 500. I'll have to do something about that. I'll open another farm. And another raid. Alright, looks at least part of it is coming from the castle area. Let's have a look if there is any other vector of attack. Yeah, at least some of them are coming from the lake, but I think I have a decent garrison here. That's lucky. There is a lot of soldiers coming up the castle. I hope they'll make it in time. The castle defenses seem to be rebuilt, all the gates are up, and yeah, the raiders don't seem to have rams with them this time. So 128 raiders. I'll double check the eastern side. It looks okay as well. And nothing seems to be coming from southwest. Good. This should be fairly easy. We'll see. So I think that's actually about half of them coming from this area. But I don't want these soldiers to be fighting them. Yeah, this should be alright. Now, why are these soldiers coming back? Go inside the castle, guys. And then in here, some of them are doing some damage, but it shouldn't be so bad. I don't think all the soldiers are in. Oh, I see, they are still here. That's why they were coming for the gear that's in the warehouse, I think, or in the armory. So 95 raiders have been killed already out of 130. So that seems like it's over. It ain't over till it's over, but this was over pretty quickly. "99 have been killed already. I think that's the last group. Yeah, it says 12 raiders are attempting to breach the walls. I don't think they'll succeed in their endeavor. Oh, maybe one of these will escape, or maybe not. Perfect. So 120 have been killed, so only 8 of the raiders managed to get home. The rest have been slaughtered. So this was easy. I think as soon as the raiders disappear, I think there is a small party of pursuers. They might kill even more. We'll see. I'll close down the enabled towers just to save some workforce. Year 234 now. Defense is first. Last year was peaceful again, so this year I expect an invading army or a proper raid. So I'm not gonna leave it without defense. We finally have plenty of laborers, so I'm gonna make sure we have the critical forts almost full. And I'm also going to open another farm. Here we go, the village is being raided. I'll pause it for a moment. Now, this is kind of a weak side. Probably too late to fill up this tower. Now let's have a look if there is any other areas they are attacking from. Not yet. 137 raiders. Well, it looks like I'll have to meet them in an open field, which isn't favorable for me. Well, there's nothing I can do about it at the moment. Let's see which way they actually go. And if there is also any other vector of attack. The ram seems to be going for the empty tower straight away. But this can't be 130 raiders. There must be surely... oh, there it is. Another wave. Looks okay on this side. These guys will have a difficult time, but I think that's the only group. The main group is coming here. Okay, it might not be so bad. They are coming towards the castle. But I'm not liking them murdering my citizens. It looks like they are going after the castle after all. About half of the raiders have been killed so far. But I definitely have some losses. Oh, that's the main force here. I have a feeling they are retreating. 119 have been killed. I think I was too late with getting the soldiers out. That's a pity. Probably lost a lot of villagers thanks to that. That's a pity. I think I was close to 700 already and now it's 654. But we have survived another raid. Here is the result of the raid. 9 villagers killed, 6 buildings destroyed, but this time no items pillaged. So I would say average defense. Not great, not bad either. But that means, yeah, I thought I was almost 700 citizens. That doesn't seem to be right. I must have been 665 or something like that. Year 235 and we have the first merchant of the season. So it's time to bump up the defenses as always. Now how many laborers do we have? 64. That's not that bad. I think I'll open another farm. And now let's have a look at the merchant. The only thing that I can sell is the cheese. It's a very good price. I won't be buying anything though. I think I'm slowly running out of coal, so I'm going to bump up the charcoal production. And yeah, I should be watching clay, coal, and I think even iron ore. Let's have a look if we have the mine built yet. No. So let's put a priority to that. Now I'm also going to improve the entrance to the castle. I think I'm gonna build an extra gate here. It seems that the rams got really effective lately, so they can go through 3 or 4 gates very quickly. I'm gonna simply add one more. Have to first level the ground though before I can build anything. Nothing worth selling to this guy. Maybe just the remnants of the soap. Okay, let's have a look at the stone and clay production. So I can see that we have a road coming all the way here. Okay, that's the clay pit. I've got a huge log production at the moment, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually let some of the guys here go. Let's speed the game up. I'll slow it down once something happens, either a raid or an invading army, or perhaps a new year. We'll see. It's kinda already late for a raid, so maybe this year there won't be any. If not, I'm gonna just let most of the soldiers go to turn them into workforce. That's the year 236. So we had one full year without any raid. I'm finishing building the clay deposit, and hopefully these buildings will be moved here soon as well. I need to start mining the stone here. I also used soldiers to clear a wolf den in this area here on the top. I think I'm gonna leave this one be, that's too far away. Yeah, it's early spring, it's time to assign more soldiers. Let's see what the merchant brings. I think I can sell some beer. And we have a raid again, going from the castle direction. Four rams, so they'll be able to get up pretty quickly. Now let me have a look. I'm gonna grab these 3 soldiers, not sure where they are going. But I think because the rams are a bit ahead of the rest, I should be able to destroy them pretty quickly. At least some of them. And then somehow run away. Good. First one gone. Okay, that was lucky. I'm gonna hide behind the walls. Let's go back to the castle. The archers will do most of the work. Now, this can't surely be 165 raiders. Where is the rest? Okay, here. Yeah, it looks like they are split into two large groups at the moment. Let's have a look at the main castle. Oh, the soldiers want to fight. Oh, that was a mistake. I accidentally let all the guys out of the castle. So now I need to force them to return to the castle. Oh, that was a bloody mistake. Guys, go back to the castle. What's the situation here? They are retreating here. 91 raiders killed out of 165. So 100 raiders killed out of 165. I think these will soon start retreating. Yeah, I wonder if there's any other place. 120 have been killed. And now they are going away. Oh, this guy is selling clay. That's perfect. Okay, so here is the result of the raid. 134 killed out of 165. 5 villagers lost. That's quite decent. Okay, I'm gonna let most of the soldiers go. And with that, I think it's time to finish this episode. We managed to progress with the landscaping a little bit, but there's still a lot of work. The hill isn't as high as it seemed originally, so I'll have to do multiple leveling jobs to actually make it inaccessible. So that'll be probably main task for the next video. In the meantime, we've reached almost 700 citizens, so very close to the goal of 1000. Guys, take care and have a nice day.